What up, anime fans? I am back with another video. It's my usual premiere video. Oh, what's up? Doing a premiere video, right? Well, we got a release window for something I'm reviewing anyway. I'm talking about season 1 of Mission Yozakura Family. As you see, I got the physical volume here. This released back in 2023. It's based off the manga here by Hitsuji Gondaira and published in Weekly Shonen Jump. And of course, it's a Jump review. I like Shonen Jump. Anyway, hopefully by the time this video goes up, I have already reviewed stuff. Already reviewed Fire Force Season 2, 3, Part 1. Well, Part 2 comes out in January. Hopefully. I could hopefully try tomorrow. I remember to. Well, tomorrow now, because when I record. Yeah, it's best not to say much about this. Anyway, today I'm recording this on December 19th. I'm big. 18th, sorry. So it's December 18th, 2026. 5. It's December 18th, 2025 on a Thursday. As usual, time recording this tomorrow. I'm going to town as always. So. Anyway, season 2 of the anime will be premiering in April. No exact day, just April 2026. So, unlike my Metro Black Torch review, which is going to be a long premiere video I'm going to do since the anime comes out around July. That's going to be my longest premiere video out there. So, also, once this goes up, I hope you had a Merry Christmas. Since, again, I'm recording this before Christmas. And also, time of recording this, we are 2 days away from the beginning of Jump Festa. Yep, Jump Festa begins in 2 days, so for now, this will be set for April 1st. But if we get a official release date for Season 2 this weekend, then I'll be changing it there, like I did with Hell's Paradise and stuff. So, and hopefully we can find out when Season 2 of Lucifer Sunlight comes out, so I know what to review the first season. Since I reviewed Assassination Classroom, which will be coming out the month prior, March. So, yeah. So, anyway, what am I thinking of the anime? Good. I actually enjoyed it. It has total of 27 episodes. Yeah, it's very rare for a show and jump series to have 27 episodes. But if I manage to get through 27 episodes, I might be able to get through the entire first season of Free Run soon. Well, Season 2 comes out. So maybe able to binge that pretty soon, hopefully. Hopefully. I gotta set a date for that, though. Going on a schedule. Well, Monday. Next week, I can do more of those stuff. Well, to catch up. I just gotta keep my phone on and set my alarm for 9 a.m. So at least I have a bit more time when I'm done. Since watching anime over 20 episodes takes me to like around late in the evening. As you see, start watching this at 8:10. Pat 8, yeah, around 10 this morning. So. And you know, back last year, I was doing this alone. I was doing a review on this. Try to anime, but I only did 3. I only did a review on 3 episodes. Yeah, I think it's similar excuse I did with Undead Luck. When I wanted to finish the arcs, finish the arcs for the manga, we'll get into the anime. And look how that turned out. So I'm not going to do it. If I don't read the manga, that's fine. I'll watch the anime first, and then I'll read the manga with Mr. Mimo. I mean, normally the season 2 of Mission Yozakura Family comes out in April. We also get the new anime adaptation of the popular Charlotte Weekly Young Jump series, Running Game. So there's that. Sources speculate we may be getting an announcement of Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 9 this week. I doubt it. Who knows? Who knows what we're going to see at Jump Fest? There's some more release dates of announcements for the series. As you know, Akane Banashi comes out in January. Akane Banashi comes out in January. I may reread the first arc. Yeah, I don't know why. It's not satisfying the video. I was watching the Business Monster anime, but only seen like only 4 of the 5 episodes so far. Not because I was bored, but sorry. And after reading the manga, at least the first part of it, I know what was changed. If you ever Korean manga, compare it to the anime. You know what was changed and what was added. As remains going to be probably faithful. Probably. I don't know. There's also a CG reboot of an anime. They fucked it up. Yeah, I don't want to say that. Oh. I can't really get that. I'm not looking forward to get the extra recipe. Because what the fuck were they thinking with that series? Just an insult to the classic manga. Alright. Anyways, one thing I do not like in this series, and I'll get to that. So now, let's get into the series. So, we open the story up, introduce the protagonist, Taiyo Asano. Young boy, red hair and a scar. And his name applied, yes, Taiyo means solar. Which is a very interesting name, Taiyo. I thought it was actually someone named it. I don't know if you can hear or not. Right. If I get copyright strike for that, I'll be pissed off. If you can hear that, guys. Because it's not my fault. Because I don't. Because anyway. Taiyo is an ordinary high school boy, except that he's got a scar on his face. Well, it's already our first change with the manga. Yeah, they made some changes. See, I got the manga here, as you know. The opening teaser and these. Like this opening teaser was just removed. That was picking up small. It's also an opening scene. Well, it's not even adapted for some reason, or it was later episode. Instead, they swapped it around with the opening ever being Tyler's backstory. More cut down version of it. Why? Sure, sometimes changing bins might be necessary to help the story, but I don't know why move that opening sequence. It'd be a good tease. And then show a bit. It shows us why Tile the way it is before we even meet the character. It's supposed to be him first, to show the way it is and what show his personality, and then we get to see what made him the way he is. Alright, when Tile was in middle school, his family got in an accident, killing his mother, father, and little brother. Only he survived. Hence the scar. His only comfort was his childhood friend, Mutsumi. Yes, that's her name. And the childhood friends. Anyway, feel later though, they weren't exactly that close. Just knew each other. So, yeah. Yeah. Tyler, as an accident, Tyler's more socially awkward, afraid, traumatized a fair bit. I mean, basically afraid getting close to other people. Because they may be taken away too. Musume is the only one who stayed by him. And I really like these two's dynamic. They're great characters. Also, a detail about Mutsumi, she has blue hair with a white stripe. No, that's not a fashion choice. The white stripe is not a fashion choice, as we learn later. I always put a pin in that. Hey, the vice principal seems a little obsessed with Mutsumi, Mr. Higuchi. There's his name. Uh, he's really creepy. As they're taking Tayo to his office. Now, in the manga, this is where we got his backstory. But since that was already condensed at the start, so yeah. Iguchi's really creepy. And he seems to have picked up Mutsumi in places where he should have been. Also, the creep teacher. No, basically, he's planning to kill Tayo. Just saying to Mutsumi as he's chased off any boy that's interacted with her. Before taking kill, he ends up being saved. And well, it's actually thanks to Mutsumi's family. See, Mutsumi's not really an ordinary girl. Well, she seems ordinary, but she's not. And it turns out she's actually related to Mr. Higuchi, who's not even his real name. Basically, they're the Yozakura family. Mutsumi Yozakura, her brother's called Kyoichiro Yozakura. Dang, real tongue twister. Yozakura. Kind of a tongue twister. So yeah. Mutsumi Yozakura. Kyoichiro Yozakura. Damn it! Kyoichiro Yozakura. I'm trying my best to say his last name, say Yozakura after saying his name, but getting tongue-tied over that. I don't know why Mutsumi seems a little more easier. When we introduce the rest of the siblings, Futaba, the second oldest, even though she doesn't look it, is also introduced Shinzo, Shion, Naoto, now, Nanao, Kengo, well, actually, and Ken, alongside the dog Goliath. They make up the Yozakura family, a family of spies. And basically, Koichiro is obsessed with protecting in Mutsumi, Mutsumi. He's obsessed with protecting Mutsumi because it incident happened years ago that nearly costed her life. And basically, have that stress of that and that turn that strip her hair white. And she realizes later she can't dye it to make it look normal. So it's a permanent thing, Sandy. And basically, Jojo's like this now. Tries to kill Tayo. Killing Tayo. It's because of an event that happened It's because something that's happened recently. So people are targeting Mutsumi because she's basically the head of the Yozakura household. The Yozakura family have special abilities, but only one person is born without it, and they're basically the head of the family. As the rest of the family is supposed to protect them. And since the heads are the only female, yeah, it seems that female are the only heads of the family. Not expect that on that, I'm just saying. Not to me. Anyway, they try to hold Kyoshiro back. But he's definitely strong. They knew they would be him, so they're just doing his best to make time for them until they're out there. There's a way to stop Kyoshiro from killing them. Make Taiyo part of their family. We don't know he must marry Mutsumi and put on the Yozakura wings. They're a symbol of the relationship. But Mutsumi jumps it, not out of back, not because she doesn't love him. No, because Taiyo's been through a lot and doesn't want to put more pressure on him. It makes me really love the family. While Taiyo apologizes for his sensitivity. Showing respect there. I say I love each of every one of the characters. They're just fun. I mean, it's the struggles. Taiyo makes a decision. He ends up becoming part of the Yozakura family and marrying Mutsumi. So yeah, Taiyo's now a bishop member of the family. After that, we deal with a bomb threat. So, well-up story. Basically, as Taiyo's true first test as to be the Yozakura. So, true test to be the Yozakura. And we get some weird jokes with Kyoichiro because of the jealousy. He's trying to torture Taiyo. That's what I gag about. And I like the designs of voice acting. And then she put four Protopolis played by Iferos. But I looked it up and no, she's not. She's not played by her. But it sounds pretty close, I gotta admit. You know, two of the voice actors actually been in Demon Slayer. No joke. They both play characters in Demon Slayer. I can't remember which one, but one of them played Nezuko for her speaking lines. So, only a few episodes. Until the Swordsman Village. And then again, she didn't appear much in the actual training or the final Ability Castle arc until the battle against Kabutsuji himself. So again, not much. And Kyojo is actually voiced by Tengen Uzui, the Sound Hashira. They did other roles too, but I just can't remember. Alright. Each of them has unique appearances. Utama's dressed like a lot, very unique design. She has white hair, dressed in a very white dress with curly pigtails. I could have sworn they were longer in the anime, but I might be misremembering it. Or misremembering it. Don't turn time so quickly like that. King wants to wear a cat costume. Well, cat themed outfit. Each one of them has their own special abilities too. Futaba uses the guns of the strip, uses her jutsu styles. Jujutsu. Gego is master of disguise. Nanao is a chemical expert. Shinzo, the guy in the trash who wears a trash can who's shy, is a weapons expert. Shio is a techer, uses tech. Kyocho is more of a field type, uses wires and skills. And his personality. Might be a good teacher. And after that bomb incident, Taiyo ends up staying with ends up living in Yozakura all the time. Even goes for training to get stronger. That. So yeah, everyone's quite accurate to the manga and episode 1 making slight changes. But this is where we get to crux of the story. So I don't even know why they did this. I'm like, so yeah, you probably figure they cut some chapters from that manga, unimportant ones. I understand they're not really important. Like look at Sakamoto Days, only chapter 2, which isn't really that important, but give a bit of focus on Aoi and Sakamoto, how they first met and stuff. It's a good chapter should cut. But I understand we read chapter 3 because there's a police woman character who doesn't even appear again. Or Assassination Classroom. They did not adapt the entire chapter, so they did not adapt every chapter of the manga. Only adapted those that just the adapted chapters that focus on the story. There are some counter-focused chapters too, but not all of them were adapted until recently, of course, because we got the upcoming movie, which that's those main chapters. When we get some English reads, I'm definitely watching it because it looks fun. But unlike them, the Yozakura family has a problem with it didn't cut chapters. It cut entire story arc. I'm not joking, I looked this up. The Flower Bin arc, the second arc of the manga these days, when I started doing a review on the manga, when I first reviewed the manga, it was just combined. It was combined with the intro arc, actually before being separated. I use pen but this entire arc was skipped in the anime. No joke. There's not even that many chapters either. This has a low ramification too, because the antagonist of the arc appears much later in the season. Prepared for a specific battle. An entire story arc has been cut. I don't understand. And it's not like it wasn't important either. It's a good focused arc on Tayo on his first true mission as a Yozakura, saving Mutsumi. Just made it skip an entire arc. I understand they made the season a little longer, but they could have just ended the season with a teaser of the Skeleton Island arc for season 2. It won't be that hard. Like, Skeleton Island arc could have just been a cliffhanger for season 1. And just use it as a setup season 2. You know? A setup arc. So I just don't understand why they skipped it. They skipped this fucking arc. The only time I've seen this happen in an anime is when it's doing an English dub by 4Kids. Yeah, you understand what I mean. You understand what I mean. You really want me to space on. When 4Kids skipped story arcs when it comes to their dubbing. They skipped the Warship Island arc, which doesn't really have that much ramification story because it's a filler arc. They skipped Reverse Melted, which would have major ramifications of the story decades later, because they didn't know the tigers didn't exist. And skipped Little Garden. Which again, has some ramifications on the story later down the line. Maybe they think they weren't important. I'm sorry, I'm late. I know, but let's get put up. I'm salty why they did this. This is not a full adaptation. Look, I can understand yellow move chapters like from Sakamoto Days and Assassination Classroom, because they don't really affect the main story. They don't really affect the main story. But this entire story arc was not adapted. I really don't understand it. You know why. Let me know in the comments down below. Because this will go up, probably forget about it by then, but you probably get what I mean. And so, when this video comes out, please let me know in the comments down below, but I don't find out by then. And then I probably forget why they skipped this arc. It doesn't make any sense. Actually, no, he wasn't the antagonist, but he did appear in the arc. So his appearance was changed. They just cut his appearance and just had him appear in a later episode. Well, any introduction, just in there. So, there's a fun character focus episodes. You'll learn about the other Yozakuras. I'm cutting that down because, this is my view, and I want to tell the story more condensely. So I apologize for skipping your favorite stuff, but just go watch the anime or better yet, read the manga, since they have the entire Flower Bit arc in here. So basically, a little bit beyond the Flower Bit arc, I was unaware of. So I don't remember the story. Anyway, we get an episode which introduces us into another spy named Asuka Kiwasaki. It was kind of a hacker, like, I wants to kill Tayo because she likes a crazy girl type of character. Ends up respecting Mutsumi. It's kind of weird. She's a weird character. Also introduced to us with an army. Two characters. Sweet Aoi and Oya Inogami. As Tayo runs them on a mission to rescue Nanao, well, not rescue, more pick him up. Who has a bulk. Nanao has a bit of a unique appearance. He's big, and has I can't understand, but he's the youngest, and his voice is light. Young voice. Right. So Sui is a lot strong. Tayo couldn't defeat him. So he ends up taking him for weeks. Eventually managed to see his style. They see his pattern. And she basically defend against the style once. And he ends up getting paired with him on a mission when he meets the head of the organization, named Fudo, who is an ally to the Yozakura family. Before that, though, we actually meet another ally to the characters named Seiji Hoto Kiyama, who works for the police and basically covers up a lot of the activities of the Yozakura family. And Shakespeare work for them. Basically, police work for them. I would win. So, but his introduction came after the arc. Basically, it was testing that. It was basically a test bin. But the slight change is because in the manga, as it was because of the flower beds of the flower bin arc. So, also there was a chapter that wasn't even adapted, which, well, setting up the next arc, but setting up the villains of the end, the flower bin arc, wasn't really that important. So. So let me just. What was important about the chapter was Mutsumi's backstory. How she was just picked on because of that hair. The title stood up for her. I don't see him in the manga. Was it a separate story arc? it seemed to be a separate story arc or something, the Popo arc. So that was cut too. It means the character's introduction is skipped and doesn't even appear in a later episode. It's just, Hey, I really like the Yozakura family characters. They're great. Anyway, the mission was to catch up someone who's regular politicians. As he ends up finding out he's a former spy after capturing him. Of course, he breaks out because he expected that. Makes him want to prevent what happened to his daughter. So Tyler ends up battling him. He ends up using his technique, but of course not fully mastered. But still, his body remembers it. So if he keeps practicing that, he might be able to learn it. That's when it beats him. But his opponent ends up revealing some shocking information that the accident that killed Tyler's parents and brother wasn't an accident. Yeah. It's cooler to him. But you can say more if he's killed. So I'm gonna meet Sassuolo then. He's got it. Anyway, he's searching for a deadly library. He finds what he needs. No information. It's gonna take some time to decode though. Anyway, it's eventually decoded. Stop now. And so they find out one list of Rei and Momo Yozakura, their parents. But one of the invites to the guest list was Tyler's parents. That's suspicious. They hadn't tied to the Yozakura family before any of them were born. Interesting. I enjoy the characters. I like both openings, but I prefer the first opening better. It just might be in a game of life type of thing with its colouring and stuff. Obviously it's not really about that, but it just reminds me of it. What happens next? I actually do have the entire 6 volumes here, but where does volume 6 go? Not far, just the tactical evasion arc. He's post of it. So the story on that one doesn't go that far. So let's see what happens next. Yeah. Anyway, one word popped up called the temple. You'll see the it's responsible by a doctor connected to the responsible for the desk because this guy worked with Tyler's parents who went to the medical field. So yeah. Well, but were they killed because they're tied to the Yozakura family? Don't think it's that simple. They didn't seem to be aware of the Yozakura family's power, abilities or anything. Since they were more a secret organization, so Really, what's the point of being targeted? They know nothing about the Yozakura family secrets. And Tayo and Mutsumi sneak in and encounter the doctor, who is a member of Topopo. I know, it sounds weird. Managed to escape, but managed to get data. This guy's dangerous. You actually we get an episode focusing on another character, now. Now his appearance, it's not really his actual appearance. He just uses that body to help with his abilities and stuff. So it's more easy to contain it in getting his powers in a giant form. His real form is just looks like a genuine little boy. But obviously high school age. So more likely a first year high school student. As he does go to Tayo's school. Because Tayo never knew. Because it was kept secret. Only Mutsumi knew. It's actually a great episode focused on the character. I'm not going to talk much about it, sorry. Because I want you to go see it yourself. Or probably read the manga version if it's accurate. It's a good arc. But seems they need some more changes to the manga later down the line. I don't know much, I just skimmed through Volume 6. So when I eventually read the manga, I'm going to notice what was changed. So, hey guys. Anyway, an event. Tamapo ends up invading the Yozakura family house. And Tayo gets injured on the previous mission thanks to at the end helping Shinzo. Not saying it's wrong, that's not what I mean. He was a mission to take down about Tapapo, while being injured by a mysterious man with glasses. Delayed injury. Shinzo ended up helping Tayo out on that mission and save him. Get someone using an ability called Hazakura. Basically, try to replicate the powers of the Yozakura family. And it's said that the powers are tied to the head of the Yozakura family. So the reason that after Mutsumi is her heart. And after her heart, try to replicate those powers. And he said quite tough. Yep. Whereas before that, though, we got an episode introducing the grandparents of the Yozakura family, named Ban and Keiko. And they're just fun characters. I love them. Ban definitely acts a bit like Yoshiro, just not as obsessed, if you get what I mean. But then likable. Anyway, mention. As Kyoto is confronted the one behind the all trainers event, Momo Yozakura, their father, who they thought was dead. Though Shinzo suspected it was him before too. The ability and stuff. Anyway, he has abilities even though he married into the Yozakura family. It's because a Yozakura, the head, can give their blood to someone they truly care about. And they gain abilities. And when we see Mutsumi do that with Tayo when he's in critical condition. And we get to do it power. Because Momo's just wants Tayo to become stronger for some reason. And it's mostly truly a mystery. After that competition is over, they go to Hot Springs for a break. Which is a fun episode. For some reason, they don't play the intro. Doubles gather forces of people using Hazakura. Powerful and dangerous. Sorry. And they did one mission against Tapapo. They always say one step ahead of them. But Tyler's the reason, find out the reason he his baby's death. Even because they didn't know anything. Same because they cut people who didn't know anything. You see, that doctor guy just killed them so he would never know, keep their innocence. Oh, it's twisted. Or so he says, but there had to be another reason, because what's the whole point? They done nothing, they don't know anything. What's the whole point of killing them? So, I don't know. Maybe the manga might help me better. So this is when Taiyo's found out Hazakura used it with hair. I don't know if Hazakura eventually died. Taiyo's new power is controllable when uses it too much. Really affects his mind. So he's control that. Next up with Villains Futaba. Taiyo managed to escape. It's getting quite dangerous. These bad guys were rampant. They had to take the fight to them on Skeleton Island. So the US goes to training. Managed to train Taiyo to awaken his power fully. So he's only half awake for. His power is only half awakened. A full awakened state is 2 flowers in the eyes. The half is 1, which Taiyo had. Their power is called Blooming. And every member of the Yozakura family with powers has that ability. If it affects them whatever skill they had, and shows off basically affects their powers. Makes them stronger. My entire match is fully awakened, but still weak, but still. A Keiko bond. The Yozakura family head up with their allies. And so begins a few battles. Not typical shoulder battles, but still good fights. And one is sad. There's a girl who was basically a chimera, a young girl, fused with woke DNA, like similar to Goliath, who's a dog fused with woke DNA. He's been alive since a few generations ago. So he's been alive that long. So their powers are simply similar. And actually thought that was Goliath on the volume covers because they look so alike. So I was definitely confused. But no, they're different people. So, yeah. But you can understand how I'm mistaken that without knowing context. Actually, the fight goes to the doctor himself. We see, not these fights, we see each of the Yozakura families blooming abilities. Except for Kyoshiro's. He's the only ones we've never seen. Which is interesting in. I saving that power for a later arc? Keep it on the street for now. I like it. I'm curious to see what it's going to be. And throughout this final battle, we learned some things. That all of this is gained by the previous, one of the older generations of the Yozakura family, Tsubomi Yozakura, who looks similar to Mutsumi, but her hair was the inverse, white with a blue stripe. She would the kill her descendants just to be rid of this power, because she's always turned into a cherry blossom tree. And with some stresses later, I think she might be the same tree in the back. Sorry. I think she might be the same tree in the Yozakura family's place. Also, that doctor guy's been alive since 1914. He was born in 1914, over 100 years. Even over, really, over 100 years. Nearly 110 specifically, when his manga came out. And it's based why he's got a true bloomer ability. Because her blood went inside him. Her blood was given to him. It's basically immortal. Actually, will help the Yozakura family. They defeat him and rescue the body of Rei Yozakura, who was the reason why their bloomer abilities were able to be rampant like that. Because that trilogy was about that body. Because none of the other superheroes know this, only Kyosho knew. He tasked Tayo in this one. Tayo, sorry. I'm getting mixed up with Tayo Hando from Arco Eyes and Libra Ninja. It's just one word difference. After that event, all taking into care. Also, Bible Yozakura uses. I'm taking into care, let's see, watch over. Using survivors may eventually become allies or something, I don't know. The season ends with a well reception. It's quite fun. I'm not going to talk much about it, sorry. I didn't talk much about what happens in the season because, well, it's mostly episodic with a few story-driven portions. I still know like the cups and story elements. So, I like the blooming abilities and, well, Kyoto's been a mystery. Maybe because he didn't have to fight a tough opponent. But I'm sure we will get a reveal at some point for the time skip portion of the story. So, I don't know when that's going to be. Most likely probably be in season 3 or 4, depends. But, yeah, that was season 1 of Yozakura Family. I know I didn't do good, much detail. But I hope this will help you decide to check it out yourself. But didn't I need to get a Hulu subscription in America or Disney Plus in the UK? Oh, in countries that don't have Hulu, I mean, not just the UK. So, also, there used to be Hotstar here that had anime on it, but now it's been remarried to Hulu. Yeah. So now the UK does technically have Hulu. Yeah. Technically. Yeah. When I first read this, I enjoyed it. And then unlock. I really can't wait for more content in this series, and I can't wait to check out the manga when I can. But for now, it's time to focus on. So, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy my content. Please hit the button. Want to see more? Subscribe to the channel. Be a dick with me, and I'll see you guys. Well, I'll see you guys next time for another video. You won't see this video until April, so whatever day in April this goes out. You know what I mean. Keep Phoenix out.